That Won't Float by Cynthia Platt. One rainy day, Kodi went to visit Sandy. "We can't play outside," Sandy told Kodi. "What should we do?" "Let's play sink or float," Kodi said. They found a large container and filled it with water. "We need to be careful," Sandy exclaimed. "We don't want to spill any." "We're always careful," Kodi replied. "I'll try this ball first," said Kodi. "It's light, so I bet it'll float." "I've chosen this rock," Sandy replied. "It's heavy, so it'll probably sink." The ball bobbed to the top, and the rock sank down. "Our predictions were right," Kodi said. "I'd guess this wooden block will sink too," Sandy said. "It feels heavy." When she put the block in, though, it didn't sink. Instead, it bobbed on the surface like the ball did. "My prediction wasn't right that time," she told Kodi. "My turn. I'll try this dinosaur," Kodi said. "That won't float," Sandy replied. "It's too big." "It won't float," Kodi agreed, "because it's going to..." "Cannonball!" Kodi exclaimed. Water splashed everywhere. Kodi and Sandy were as wet as the dinosaur. "Oh my," Sandy said. "Why'd you do that?" "Because it's fun to get wet," Kodi replied. "You're right," Sandy agreed. "Look, the sun has come out. How do you feel about going for a swim?" "Let's do it," Kodi said. It turned out they both liked to cannonball too. To Be a Mermaid by Cynthia Platt. Rhea loved to read. Most days, she chose nonfiction books. There was always so much to learn from them. Sometimes she wanted something different to read, though. Today, she pulled a book about fairy tale creatures off her shelf. "Look at all these playful fairies," Rhea said to herself. "They have such dainty wings." Rhea found pictures and stories about elves, gnomes, and trolls too. "They are amazing," Rhea exclaimed. "I love this book." Then Rhea turned the page to find an underwater world full of mermaids. Their hair was every color of the rainbow. The mermaids swam upside down and sideways through the water. "Wow," said Rhea. She daydreamed about becoming a mermaid herself. Rhea could picture herself under the sea, breathing through gills. She would have a scaly tail and fins to help her swim. If she were a mermaid, Rhea could play in the waves all the time. She could remain underwater forever and do exciting things like study sharks. Maybe she'd even become friends with all different types of sharks. During the day, she'd see moray eels up close and swim with stingrays. At night, she could hang out with squid and rest with the sea snails in the coral reef. "Being a mermaid is the best," sighed Rhea. "Just look at those mountains," Rhea exclaimed. "They'd be too tall to climb, but now I can swim right over them." Rhea swished her tail and swam off to explore the rocky terrain. Rhea closed her book and went to her bookshelf again. "I loved my mermaid adventure," Rhea said. "I can't wait to go on another one." She looked at 2 other books. "Now, where should I go next?" she asked.